The most haunted places in Canberra. Number 1. Blundells Cottage. Blundells Cottage was built in 1858 by George Campbell for a man named William Ginn. It's located on the northern shore of Lake Burley-Griffin. In 1874, William and his family moved out of the cottage to be replaced by George and Flora Blundell, giving it the name Blundells Cottage. It was 1892 when Flora Blundell tragically burnt to death when the white dress she was wearing touched a hot iron. In 1958, the cottage was going to be demolished, but preservers proposed it be kept as a museum. It's one of the only standing buildings in Canberra from the 19th century. Nowadays, the museum staff talk about the bizarre occurrences in the museum, like items mysteriously being moved during the night, the feeling of being watched, and a smell of burning human flesh. It's said that if you're wearing a necklace, you might be able to feel the presence or even see the ghost of Flora Blundell, because she was wearing her favourite necklace when she died. Number 2. Hotel Corazon. Hotel Corazon is a popular 4-star hotel in Barton, in the north of Canberra, described by critics as having an old-world charm with a contemporary twist. It first opened in 1926 and was designed by John Smith Murdoch, who also designed famous Canberran tourist attraction, the Old Parliament House. Australia's Prime Minister from 1945 to 1949, Ben Chifley, spent large amounts of time there during his time in Parliament, preferring it to the Lodge, which is the Prime Minister's quarters when they come to Canberra. Unfortunately, Chifley died of a heart attack in his room, then 214, now 181, where visitors claim to see him standing by the window at night, pointing towards Old Parliament House. Number 3. The Hyatt Hotel. The Hyatt Hotel in Yarralumla, built around the same time as the Corazon and designed by the same architect, is known for being Canberra's most luxurious hotel. With its 5-star suites, gorgeous architecture, luxury dining, and almost daily weddings and conferences, you'd never think that this hotspot could have such a dark history. In the 1930s, the young daughter of one of the caretakers burned to death in the boiler room. She's a friendly spirit, but she seems a bit lost, as there are often reports of a little girl in a red dress with long wavy brown hair knocking on guests' doors in the middle of the night in the older part of the hotel. Other reported occurrences include guests and staff hearing footsteps in their rooms and the deserted hallways, taps turning on by themselves, lights turning on and off, chandeliers violently shaking, voices telling them to leave, and the apparition of the girl standing at the end of the hallway staring mournfully at them. Number 4. Old Parliament House. Old Parliament House was the seat of the Parliament of Australia from 1927 to 1988. However, when construction for the new Parliament House concluded, it soon became a popular tourist attraction because of its beautiful architecture and gardens, and its inner galleries and cafe. Old Parliament House is also popular for being incredibly haunted, having hosted many popular ghost tours over the years because of the many deaths that have occurred in the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the King's Hall. Some people believe that the ghosts that call out the names of the cleaners may be one of the old Prime Ministers that died in office, Joe Lyons, Harold Holt, or John Curtin, while others believe they may be the spirits called forth by the seances held by Alfred Deakin. Number 5. National Museum of Australia. The National Museum of Australia is the most modern location on this list, since it only opened in March of 2001. It's a home of culture and some of the most significant history in Australia, and the exhibitions are categorised into 3 themes: Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander history and culture, Australia's history and society since 1788, and the interaction of people and the environment. But to find the origin stories of its hauntings, we need to go a bit further back in time. When the Royal Canberra Hospital imploded in 1997, a young girl by the name of Katie Bender was killed by debris. There is a memorial by the lake commemorating her death. Not only is Katie's ghost said to haunt the museum from her memorial, but other ghosts from the implosion too. Guests recount feeling watched, and staff were seen fleeing an empty room on a security camera. Small ghostly heads of children were seen floating above an exhibition. Children's laughter has been heard after hours by security guards, and the ghost of a nursing sister has been spotted on numerous occasions.